I loved how effortless this first episode felt. It was just so breezy. It felt like we were just jumping right into Law and Order Toronto without it feeling like it was something new. It felt like it was a world that's been here that we just walked into. What was it like getting into this franchise for you both?
Well, based just on what you said, you are now my favorite. Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate that, and you.
Absolutely. And thank you for that. That means a lot. You're one ahead of us, though, because we haven't even seen the first episode yet.
Oh, really?
No, we haven't.
No idea.
So you're one of the special ones, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a big deal to be a part of this franchise. It's without a doubt. I mean, we've said it so many times now that now it's just like, just let it go. Yes, it's a big deal.
But it's huge, man. Like, remember early 90s when it first came out? It was like something so new and fresh and different. And I remember like watching people like Esapate the Murkison in her role. You know, she was such a commanding leader, right? And then all the other iconic actors and never, well, in my wildest dreams, I guess I just wasn't dreaming big enough. I didn't expect that 20 odd years later, I'd be carrying on this legacy. Like that is,
No, it's massive.
it's different. This one hits different.
Well, what would you say differentiates this series from the franchise? I mean, obviously it's about place and setting, but what would you say are the big things for you as actors?
Well, that's a tough one.
What's the big thing for us as actors? Well, things have changed over the past, quarter century, whereas, detectives used to be writing without looking at what they're writing. Now we're typing on our phone. We're texting as we're walking and talking. Right. So that thing, the way we gather information is different because now you have to crack into devices and, and CCTV and all of that sort of thing. Like technology. I think the biggest difference is technology.
Mm-hmm. That's very fair.
I think pacing as well. I think pacing is, we can slip that in there.
Yeah. The fact that we're very fast paced.
I think the pacing's faster. Yeah.
Yeah. I think people's viewing habits have changed too. And so people you can't let the audience get ahead of the action. So we're always we're always picking it up. We keep it driving.
It's too easy to change a channel these days, right?
That's right.
Yeah. It flew by though. Like watching it, I was just like, "Whoa!" Like it felt way faster than the Law and Order I remember for sure.
Good.
So tell me a bit about your characters because I feel like we get a little bit of who they are in the first little bit, but who would you say they are?
Yeah, please. I'm always going to start with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. In life, you're always going to start with me?
It's in life because of love.
Aw, he does. Okay. So my character's name is Inspector Vivienne Holness. And I imagine that this woman probably started in, law enforcement, like late 80s, early 90s, and had to, as a Black woman, as a Black person, and as a woman, she had to work her patootie off to get to where she is today. She had to be smart. She had to take blows to her psyche and her ego. She had to be intelligent. She had to work incredibly hard to get to where she is. And now that she's here, the responsibility that she has is enormous for her. And I think that the team that she's put together is one that she can trust in order to get the job done, every single job. The case that you guys see during that 1 hour, that very fast-paced 1 hour, isn't the only one on her plate. So everybody around her, she garners all of that talent. She gets it together in order to get that particular case off her plate so she can work on the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. Right on. Right on. And I mean for Deputy Crown Attorney Theo Forrester, I think he's, innately he is a go-getter, and I think he is innately a risk taker. But he also wants to climb that ladder, and he has to be careful not to drop the ball. And so his job is to make sure that everything that comes to him is concrete by the time it reaches court. There's no humming and hawing. You got it locked and sealed.
Yeah.
And it's so that's all important stuff for him, and he needs to give that stamp of approval, and that can move things forward. And it's not just about. I think it's not just about his climbing the ladder that he needs to make sure everything is in line. I think it's also, he knows it's his duty, right? It's his duty, because as much as you're prosecuting someone, well, there's usually a victim as well, right? So you have to make sure that they're taken care of as best as possible.
That justice is served.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Well, you've got some great guest appearances coming up in this season, but I got to talk about the fact you have Olivia Chow. Did you folks get to meet her or while she was on set, or what was that like?
It was an honor. It was an honor. And that's all I'm going to say about it. You have to watch to see what happens.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, I didn't even know she was on the show till you just told me. But thank you.
That's wild. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you all come into certain parts of the show. So I'm curious, did you have a favorite episode? Something that really hit it for you that was like, okay, this is great.
Any episode where I get to eat. Yeah. That's my favorite episode.
Not lying.
I'm not lying. I am so basic. But I do remember that episode, and I do get to eat, but it's something more than that. One of someone that I came up with in theater in Toronto when we were both baby actors, directed that episode. Her name is Sharon Lewis, right?
Fantastic.
She is fantastic. So I had a very good time working with her and all the people that she gathers around her.
Yeah, that was also a great episode. Working with Sharon was great, but I think for me, I'm excited to see number 9 because I heard a lot about it, but I wasn't there for that stuff. But really, I was there throughout the entire episode of number 5, which was directed by Sud Sutherland. And I just saw the fantastic work that was done by the guest stars.
Yes.
I saw the fantastic work that was done by Sud Sutherland. And so that one I'm excited to see on the screen. I think we had some taste of, we had a little bit we had a little bit of it in the trailers. So
yes, we did. Yeah. You see some of it
there for a reason, right? Get you going. So I'm excited to see that one. That one's number 5.
I love hearing the names attached to the show as well. The fact that Suds is involved and so many other people I've seen on the list. It's amazing. Did you have any geek moments working with someone on set who either you knew well or you wanted to work with?
Geek moments.
Geek moments?
Yeah, you know what? Okay, between me and you, like the entire season was kind of like a geek moment because I just finished, before I even knew I was doing this, I had watched the series Rectify that Aiden Young was so very brilliant in. So I was kind of geeking out all season long, but I kept it on the inside. Because I can't let that stuff show, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, you're a professional.
That's right.
Gotta be pro. What about you, sir?
I think for me, it was Kathleen, bro. Because I feel like we've known about each other for so long, but really our paths haven't crossed.
Yeah.
We've seen each other work, and so I was excited about that. And she didn't let me down.
Yeah,
she's a fantastic person. And ridiculously talented.
You know how they say don't meet your heroes because
Yeah.
they'll disappoint you? That didn't happen.
Yeah.
That didn't happen here.
I
That
think
did
it's
not
because
happen here.
I met my heroine.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Sure. You want to get really specific
Yeah, I didn't meet my hero.
about it?
Heroine? I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, on with your show.
Well, thank you so much for the time. The first episode was fantastic. I can't wait to see the rest.
Okay. Love it. I'm
Us
glad
too.
you said that. Yeah.
We can't wait to see the
Right
first
on.
episode.
Tell your friends.
Yeah,
I will.
absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Absolutely. Take care.